we hear families talking all the time. And the family, some of the family, and we talked about this, may say, well, you must like it because you stayed.
Yeah.
Or, what did you do?
Right. What did you do?
What should a family member say or do when they feel they know?
Well, educate yourself. Be aware of, that's why I love Awareness Month. Domestic violence is every day, like you said, every
Yes,
7 seconds, but at least people get to hear
Yes.
and understand what it is. Be loving. They need you more than ever. This is not something that they like or
Yes.
want to be in.
Right.
As I said, there's a grooming process. They've already isolated them, usually from family. There is a real valid fear because this person has maintained control.
Right.
And so we know that the statistic shows that a woman will go back on an average of 7 times.
Wow.
What people don't understand is there's recovery for domestic violence. It's a whole different dichotomy. I have psychiatrists that refer me clients. One of my best friends, a psychiatrist, just sent me someone yesterday. Licensed therapists, medical doctors, because they can't, the Dr. Conte, I need you. She needs to come there because I don't know what to do.
Right.
I don't know how to break the cycle. But there is a process and a recovery process that we take them through to help break that cycle. Because the narcissist, usually the abuser, is one of the number one characteristics is the narcissist, and it's all about them. So they have beat the person down. You can't do anything. It's none of your opinion matters. Nothing about they're not able to be empathetic with you, and so a lot of this stuff has started to seep in, and they started to believe these things. It's almost like, have you heard of Stockholm Syndrome? So Stockholm Syndrome is when you see on the news that someone was abducted and they were taken in the woods or what have you. They've been with this abuser for months, maybe. They've abused them, they've raped them, but they've also fed them. There are minutes where they had to laugh with them or cooperate with them to stay alive. They have built a bond. And so when they're finally, captured, they've been found and taken away from their capturer, there's mixed emotions like, oh, they're going to be locked up.
Right.
It's my fault. He didn't kill me. At least he didn't kill me. Well, the same type of psychology goes on with domestic violence. But instead of Stockholm Syndrome, it's not with a stranger. It's with someone you love. But it's called trauma bonding. So there's been a trauma bonding process. And so now they've made you feel nobody else cared about them. You're the only one. So now you're the one that's looking at putting them in jail. It's a huge amount of guilt. But all of this is designed. All of this is intentional. And all of this is what we have to help the client see has happened to them so that we can deprogram that.
Wow. That's good. You're an author.
I am.
Let's show a book. You have books.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I just thank God because I say, Kim, I get to pinch myself every day.
Yes.
Even though this is such a traumatic situation that I live and see with others every day.
Right.
It's rewarding because I get to help save lives.
Yes.
And so it is my passion and it's my purpose. And so the first book, Deliverance to a Fresh Spirit, 12 steps are ending toxic relationships and overcoming their effects, because we have to understand that there are relationships out there that are not healthy, and you have to become healthy because sick attracts sick. And so I had to go and say, what happened? Where did I fail? Not that, of course, anybody want to attract someone that's abusive, but we have to look at ourselves. Everybody has to say, what is it about me that this person felt attracted to me and that I didn't see in some of the things that I should have seen? So I wrote the book to help others, and so we use it a lot in our counseling and our treatment. It's very, very effective in helping people to be aware of what happened, to identify the signs, to be able to now know what to look for when you're looking for a healthy relationship, because you want to heal so that you don't continue the cycle. And so many times in families, the cycle is just continued and continued and